Morning.
Don is on a flight right now. He may be in, but he will just have, he'll probably have it muted and just be listening. I'm going to do my very best to run stand up with the assistance of Jerry today. I've been in and out a lot doing interviews on the phone during stand up, so I'm missing quite a bit that I'm usually up to speed on. Wells, I know I hit you up on Slack yesterday. By the time you got back to me, I was already busy with calls, so we'll try to talk today.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. Chantel, can you add the video to the App Store? I just started the process for build 76, and we need the video in the main store listing now.
Yep, will do.
Under app information, I think, and then it might make you re-upload all those screenshots, which would kind of suck, but it might do that.
Okay. Well, at least I have everything and everything's formatted, so.
For sure. We should probably go ahead and do all of the iPad screens because it's just gonna be a thorn in our side forever. People do, like 5% of our users do actually use it from an iPad. I've seen that a lot, and they come in and they resize their screens. I actually stay logged into Sircles on my Mac, and I use the chat for it, so I can use my keyboard, and it works really well.
Oh, cool. Yeah, do you want it for all of the screens that we have iPhone for, or just like the minimum 3?
Well, let's eventually all of them. We don't have to do that right now. Let's get the video up and get this version. So I'll get this version submitted. I still have to add some things, so don't send it up. Let's just get the video in there and save it.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. All right, Amit, you want to go ahead and start us off? Amit, are you there? Let's give him a minute. Ismail.
I'll message him in Slack. Oh, there he is.
Go ahead, Amit. We can't hear you, Amit.
Just power here. So Wi-Fi disconnected. So I joined to. I'm connected. Yeah. 1 minute. Hello.
Yeah, you're clear now.
Okay, so like it just, I was talking and power cut off, so Wi-Fi disconnected, so connected to mobile hotspot. Okay.
Okay.
Today I continue working on writing just test cases for the message module. So today I covered create message. Inside message I covered all the topic creation part there. So like yeah, it is going on, so it will take time. So I will get pull request for it. Like previously, I also created pull request for it. So bit by bit, I will create pull request every day.
Okay. Thank you. So still writing test cases.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And like GD, I did not receive anything from you. So if you will have anything, send it to me.
Yeah, there's nothing I can think of that came up yesterday.
Okay, okay.
Cool. All right. Ismail.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So, yeah, yesterday, I spent the first part of the day basically taking care of the upload cache fixes, and what that means is, if you upload right now, it doesn't go in the same order, and if you're uploading something and then you send a text message, it can clear it, and it's just a whole lot of problems that we needed to get figured out. So now it doesn't do all that. It keeps everything in order. It sends everything in the right order, and it preserves that order. Now, this I did before, but this time I had to separate it so that we could merge it with our code. And because my other branch had a lot of other add-ons that we were not necessarily sure of. So, and I also that or build 75 76 will also include the new upload, which is the spinner and not the progress bar anymore. So that's part of the first build, and that part I actually went ahead and merged it in with development because that's safe. It's just cache changes that we need, and I've tested it as best of my to the best of my ability. I don't know if the rest of the team got a chance to really heavily tested, but I would definitely recommend them doing that. And just keep in mind, if you go to lobby and back, it does not fix that problem yet. If it's just if you're in the chat and you're uploading multiple stuff and you're doing other activities while in the chat and not leaving. Now the whole lobbying coming back and preserving it, that's going to be in the upcoming PRs. Now, as far as today, yesterday we discussed a different approach to the fail messages and to if a message fails and if the message does not send, if we force close the app or sorry, I have a nasty cough. If you force close the app or if the upload actually fails while you're looking at it, right? Or you go to lobby and it fails, or if it fails in any shape, way, or form. So the first part of this was if it fails while the app is open. And I got that to work. And the good thing about the new approach, which I was talking to everybody, especially John yesterday, is that this one, I don't actually touch the cache. So what that means is you send a message, it fails, it gets added to the chat, but it's not added to the cache because we want minimal cache manipulation, because the more cache changes, the more complex it's going to get. And only if you hit retry, it would actually add it to the cache and retry again. Or if you hit remove, we'll just remove it from the state. And this saves on the phone. So even if you close your phone, you'll still see that fail message. So I'm going to have that PR up soon and send it over to Ian. Now, the next part is going to be if you are mid-upload and you actually close the phone or force close the app, sorry, we need to mark it as failed. And that's the tricky part because, again, as we discussed, you can't do tasks after the app closes. So I have to kind of mark it as failed, but just hide it and only resurface it if the app is closed, and then the user comes back and we somehow have to figure out that it's not pending anymore, it's not uploading. Therefore, we're going to show the fail, but it's going to be shown there before we actually close the app. And then again, the goal of this is not to touch cache still, and keeping all that logic separate for better maintenance down the line. And then after I'm done with that, which is probably going to take up my day today, I'm going to move on to when you go to lobby and back, it preserves what you're uploading, which is going to be, I would say, the trickiest task to get it done with minimal cache manipulation.
Okay. So I'll tell you, Ismail, the same thing I was telling everyone else. John's on a flight today. He's probably at the airport. He's listening in. I've been on and off these stand-ups quite a bit lately, not tracking everything as closely as I usually would be. So the thing you mentioned we needed to test is that's uploading media, and
yeah. So that's uploading media, but like for example, let's say you started uploading a video, and it's gonna take like 20 seconds, and during those 20 seconds, you send another text message after, and then you're like, let me send one more image, so you send another image after. So you send three, like you can either send them grouped, which that was handled fine, but if you send them and then do something else, like send a text and then send another image, that was a whole bunch of like weird behavior you would see there in our current app right now in the app store.
I noticed that.
Yeah, so now you shouldn't see any of those problems. They should stay in order. Video first, text after, image last, if those are the steps that you took. And when the cache updates, like when something finishes uploading, if you remember, it will kind of blink and it would remove everything in cache.
Yep.
It won't do that anymore now. It would keep everything in cache. And the best thing is actually reinsert where it is in the in order, where it won't lose its order.
Okay, very good.
So it would seem like it was just finished up, and then it would have the new obviously upload UI change where it's not a progress bar anymore. It'll just say uploading on the actual media itself. That way, the user knows exactly what's uploading. Like for example, after the video finishes, if you just have a progress bar, they don't know what's uploading, right? If there's 2, 3 images, this way they know. Like this way, you'd only have the loading on the stuff that's still not sent yet.
That makes sense. Okay. Todd, I know you've only got about an hour and a half before the wedding day starts for you. Will you test some of those media uploads for us?
Yes, we'll do it right away.
Okay, very good. That's build 76. I'm going to submit it to review as soon as Chantel's done adding the video, and then I won't approve it until we hear back on those tests.
You got it.
And then Chantel, can you test that as well, please?
Yep, will do. The video is still processing. It says it's uploaded, but it just needs to finish processing. The other day when I did it, it took over an hour for it to process, and I kept reloading to try to see if it would move faster, and it didn't.
Okay, let's just keep an eye on it.
Yep.
In the meantime, we can test, and that way, by the time it gets approved, we know if we're good to go.
Yep, sounds good.
Cool. All right, thank you, Ismail. Do you have anything else to add right now?
No, nothing at the moment.
Okay, let's go to Jerry.
Whoops, I am 2 sentences in. Okay. I am deploying the backend to production right now. Mostly some new fields for some new queries because I think build 76 is pointing to production. So I had to get that ready. I think it should actually be deployed now. Outside of that, went ahead and worked on some reports for Todd. I need to send Todd yesterday's report manually. I just finished it up, but it was past the scheduled time. So Todd, every day that we have these SMSs going out, I'm going to send you a follow-up report of what happened the previous day.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And that way we can see what happened there. So we got that. And let's see what else we got in here. Oh yeah, yesterday, while we were having a lot of users come in from one region like South Africa, one thing that I was taking a look at is their phone numbers and how their phone numbers are stored in the database. Because I think South Africa actually uses like a 9-digit phone number, not a 10 or an 11. And what I had noticed is that they were padding the numbers. We were padding the numbers with zeros at the beginning, and that had caused a problem in case that they tried to like search for their friends or if their contact joined, that the contact loop like was not completing because it was looking for a number that wasn't padded with zeros, but the numbers we had were padded with zeros. So what I created in the database was a computed column called match key, and I had to create a separate column because we now have country code and phone number, so they have to be kind of merged together. So I created this match key column, and this was pretty early in the afternoon. But I relinked all the contacts. So now, if people come in from a country with a 9-digit phone number, their contacts, or if they share contacts, the contact flow will work. It'll say like, your contact has joined Sircles. Now, as far as other things going on, let's see. Where's this? There's that report for Todd. Yeah, I said the report for Todd. I had to give more stats on one of the reports, but that's not highest. I think highest what I need to do is I need to work with Amin on something. Amin, I think John sent this to you earlier, but he kind of looped me in on it as well. He wants me to help you out with it for the invite flow. Or is Amin here? Yeah, I think is he?
Amin was here. I saw him. I think. Am I tripping?
I don't see him here.
I don't see him.
I thought I did, but maybe my brain's playing some tricks on me here.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I need to get with Amin on that then. This is regarding just the new contact flow. After kind of what we have with like the product pages as far as like for Android for refers and all. And some of the things that John discovered recently as far as like clipboard capabilities go. We think we have a good way for like invites without a landing page. And me and Amin are going to work on it, throw some things together. We have a good idea of what we're going to do here. But this would effectively do the invite flow without a landing page.
That's cool. There's a mean.
There he is.
Morning,
Hey,
mean.
Hey, Amin, you there?
Your mute button's on. I mean, if you're talking.
Hey, you're talking to me? I'm
Yeah,
hello?
you. Jerry, he's talking to you now.
Yeah. Did you get that Chat GPT conversation from John about the invites?
I don't think so. Like the invites, like how so?
There's a new. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and send it your way. But
Okay.
we had a conversation about invites and how they can do the invite tracking without um without the landing page. And
Mhm.
what's up?
Yeah, yeah, I'm listening.
So I think that there's two ways that we're going to handle it. On Android, how we're going to handle it is that we're going to use the refer,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can get that information from the refer. And on iOS, we're going to do that conditional clipboard logic. Do you remember where we said like we'll do something kind
Uh,
of like a branch link?
y- yeah, yeah, I remember that.
It'll be a branch link, uh, and then in the app while they're onboarding, we're only going to ask them for the clipboard permissions if something exists in the clipboard.
But how we would know? Like, how we would know to know if there is inside the clipboard without getting the permission?
I'll send you the conversation. It looks like you can without. You can see if something's there. You
Mm-hmm.
can't read it without requesting permissions.
All right. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I'll kind of forward you the conversation I had with John on this,
Mm-hmm.
um, and we can take some time today to kind of architect it out.
Okay. I'm not sure if like is it okay to just we use branch.io or is it gonna be too much?
Um,
It's like we're already doing this stuff, like, and there's not just branch.io. There's other like tools. Or I'm not really sure, but I'm sure there will be others.
well, there's still two ways that we want to do it. I think so. John's philosophy here is he wants to take the path of least resistance for the user.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
for Android, that path would be by the refer,
Yep.
and we'll be able to use that. And then for
Mm-hmm.
iOS, it's going to be similar. I don't think we're going to use branch because all we're doing is copying something to the clipboard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless branch makes it a lot easier, but I don't think we need all of branch. We don't need to be subscribed to
Yeah.
Branch to
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Also, like they're open source, so I can look up their code and see what they're doing there. Um, regarding like how they're doing the copy and everything, how they're reading the clipboard. Clipboard.
just as a test. How about this? Run a test and see if you can in your local
Mm-hmm.
check if there is something on the clipboard, and you don't not
Oh,
read it.
about.
Just
Mm-hmm.
there should be just a function call that will just return a boolean.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll check that out.
Okay. So yeah, if that works, then we can move forward with that. Uh, one last thing before I finish up with my updates, I did give Wells all of the data for what we're talking about. There was a big list of stuff that he sent me. Let's see, new users, invited users, messages, check-ins, favorites, trust tips, all that. I think he's comparing the numbers between now and what it was a year ago. Or he was looking. Let's see, 6 to 12 months ago versus yesterday to 6 months ago. So, okay. Let me do one little last search on my updates. Make sure I didn't do anything. Data. And oops. And okay. Yeah. And I think that's gonna wrap it for my updates right now. Unless somebody has any questions for me. All right. Dan, you want me to take it over?
Oops, sorry, I was talking with the mute button on, but yeah, go ahead. I'm right here, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was just going with mine. I mean, if you wanted to go with your updates next.
Oh, yeah, sure. I was trying to read that ChatGPT conversation. But yeah, my updates. Yesterday I was wrapping up my PRs for the build, and the one that I was working on is like the issue with the batch count. So as I was like wrapping it, I figured like this will fix the issue for like new notifications or users that they don't have this issue yet. Then this fix will work for them great. But the users that already had the issue, like let's say if you're a user right now, you had that badge count issue, and you had your badge count fixed or set to 50. With the changes that I do, it would not make that increment de-increment or fix it, but it's gonna fix it for the upcoming notifications. But if it's 50, it's gonna be there 50 until the user decides to delete the app and install it again. But after that, I suppose it's gonna be fixed. All the batch counts will be synced as it should. Yeah. But I will need to wait with Chantel and her friend if this issue still persists or not. And also, I did change the session quality, session replay quality for the Android. Reverse it back to medium, and I did the build for Android and iOS. The production build. Um, I was having a question that I forgot. Um, I forgot the question that I wanted to ask. It was, oh yeah, it's related to the badges. So my question is like, do we want the badge count on the app icon to be the same as the one we have in the messaging icon inside the app? Yeah, this is a question to you, John. I'm not John. Is John in here or
Uh,
Jay? You can reply.
John, John's away right now. He's listening, but
Probably
All right. Okay, I'll send it to him through Slack. But yeah, those are my updates, and I still have a few tasks to work on. Plus this copy, the clipboard thing that we just discussed. Yeah, that's all.
Uh, I mean, just to answer your question, but also with a question is, do I need to update to 76
Yes,
to be able to see that? Okay,
yes.
got it. I will update it on my iPhone as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
75, I currently have 759 notifications. So
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think with the fix that I did, it's not just gonna make it go increment. It's gonna be always now. Like think of it, my fix for your case, it's gonna be your 700. It's like the base. It's like the zero. Because like when I was thinking about it after I did the fix, it's not gonna take into consideration the user that they already have the issue. So I'm not sure how we can go through this. Like we can, because like we can reset it if based on some logic. But yeah, I'll have to go through this with John and see what we can do about it. But as for your case, but yeah, with the new build, to answer your question, with the new build, you should not be seeing that badge count always incrementing. It should be incrementing and the incrementing depending if you're viewing the group chat for those notifications.
Okay, so if I uninstall and reinstall 76, will my notification go down to 0, or are you saying it goes down to 700?
It should go to zero if you uninstall
Okay.
and install the app.
Okay, got it.
Mhm.
Oh, and then side note, Danny, the video's uploaded on the main Apple.
Okay, great. I will add the promotional details around it, and then let's test it and make sure everything is working properly. And if it's all good to go, I'll send it up.
Sounds good.
Then Ismail, if 70 test it on both iOS and Android. Chantel,
Cool. We'll do.
and then Ismail, if it looks good on 76. Right now 74 is in review, but we'll probably pull 74 and send 76 up instead.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
I mean, you were when you were giving your update, you were talking about the like the notification badge. I was just making
Yeah.
sure. Okay, because yeah, that was something actually I forgot to bring up. Looks like some users are starting to notice it as they're in a lot of groups. So it's looking good. Do you need anything from me? Like on
No,
the back end?
no, back on no.
Okay. Because yeah, it looks like, especially when you're in a lot of groups, that number can get really high. So as long as you got a way to get a consistent number and
Mm-hmm.
have it clear out, then okay, we're good.
All right.
Very cool. Let's go to Wells.
Yes, sir. So the latest issue I was working on was approved and merged. So there was a PR open for the favorite flow for it to work properly on smaller Android devices by showing less users on the screen. So the add another friend feature works, and also changing some styles specifically for Android. So that was approved and merged and should be on the next build. And also, I'm working on a request from Chantel regarding when a user first enters the app, the the guide for the chat that points towards the events was highlighting it in the wrong way. So it was highlighting the wrong area. You could still understand that it was the events, but it was not necessarily centered around the events. So I'm working on fixing that. And also, Jerry just helped me, providing me some total counts from our database, so I can compare that with Amplitude. Mainly, I asked him a lot of data, and he helped me a lot because I want to take a look into some of the user for information to see what we actually have in the database and compare that with what we have in Amplitude. Because I know for a fact that some of the metrics might be wrong due to we being logging that information wrongly in the past couple of months. So I want to see how far back that goes. For example, the is invited user that the boolean was being saved wrongly. So we might not know is the exact amount of users that were invited versus users that are organic. So I asked Jerry mainly for information regarding the last 12 months divided into a period of 6 months. So I can be comparing stuff like how many new users are in the app, how many returning users are in the app, how many of these users were invited versus organic, how many messages have been sent, how many favors, check-ins, and other stuff grouped by place and entertainment. So I see the numbers, the real numbers regarding the growth we had in the platform, and I will be comparing those numbers to what we have in Amplitude. So we perhaps may either see where we have failed already with the analytics, but it's fixed, and see if we are missing something still to be put there so we keep them as synced as possible. So that's something I intend to be doing for today also, along with the engineering side of things. And mainly, I think those are my updates.
Okay, so the boolean that was being saved incorrectly was the invited user one, right?
Yes, sir. That one you catch and you asked me to fix some time ago. I think it was like 2 months ago.
Okay. I
Yeah,
remember.
and I will be comparing to see if I find other stuff like that that is not matching as well.
Okay, good, awesome. All right. And you're going to try to apply that to past reports, or does that not work?
I'm not sure yet because I still have to compare them both and see what the issues are. So I see how we can perhaps either fix them or work with them. So I still have to do that matching and comparing. But having the data helps a lot because this also might be an interesting thing to be looking forward, depending on how different the actual data is from what we have in Amplitude, because we might be wanting to generate reports based on the database by using pandas or some kind of other stuff to pulling the growth from the data we have in the database. Because I think perhaps for some scenarios that will be really more helpful in terms of showing how Circles has been growing, depending on how the data is different there.
It
I
was.
believe,
It wasn't new. It was the inviter was true or false is what it was, right?
yeah, exactly.
Um, that's different than a new user versus a returning user.
Yeah, how many of them were invited?
Yeah, how many of them were invited would not throw off the growth as much. I mean, it would throw off. Well, I guess it would throw off some of our invite metrics, like how many people are actually, sending invites out and getting them accepted. But it wouldn't throw off how many new users are coming into the app versus returning users.
Yeah. That part I think is gonna be fine Amplitude because mainly we have to have the users there, right? And when there was some error with onboarding, we could catch that pretty fast. So I think that will be consistent. But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I do want to know how many users are actually inviting other users. What percentage of them, and if we can find any patterns that show what causes a user to invite. I know some of that's behavioral, but um, let me know when you get that fixed because I'm really curious about some of those invite stats.
Yes, sir. And if you want to, perhaps I can also send you the data that Jerry just sent me. I can arrange that and present you in a way that is more manageable regarding the data. And perhaps I think I will do that along with the Amplitude dashboard. So we see the Rio data there versus the data that Jerry provided regarding the Rio database.
Okay. I know we can invite when users are invited. I know we can track when users are invited in some places, but we can't track every time a link gets shared outside from one of the chats, right?
What do you mean when a link gets shared?
So, like, if one of the metrics that would be ideal to track in Amplitude is how many invites is an average user sending out. And there are places we have like a pink invite button and we track that. And that number, I would imagine, is pretty accurate. But we're not tracking when people copy links and share them out because that is technically sending out an invite. They're inviting someone to join the app. We track when it converts, but we don't really track when it gets sent.
We can collect the views, how many times somebody clicked one of those links. But yeah, the copy share button would also be useful.
Yeah, I'd like to know how often people are copying chat links and sharing them because that is going to be our number one driver of growth right now.
Mhm.
That's where people are getting the most value out of their group chats. And so I think they're more likely to send them from there than anywhere else other than onboarding.
Mm-hmm. I'll double check if we have analytics for the new stuff we added there because the shareable link it's new stuff, right? I've seen it recently and worked on the background. So I'm not sure if we have analytics there. I'll double check that and add analytics in case they're missing.
Yeah, I would imagine they are missing, but we should add them there. It's a good place to have a analytics. Okay, cool. Thank you, Wells.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see here. We've gone Ismail, Amin, pretty much gone through everyone. Um, does anyone need anyone else's help right now on something they may be stuck on?
I will be working with Amin on the what's it called? The invite flow. I think we have a good place to start on it. I think it's just something I'll be working on. We'll be working on throughout the day. Uh, Ismail, you're working on the cache thing, so no help needed from there, right?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. And like I said, I'm working with Amin and getting Todd that report. Todd, did you need anything from me?
No, just that report and possibly get that SMS out whenever we can.
Okay, yeah. I'll try and send out
Again,
that.
no rush. Just whenever we can make time.
Got it.
Cool.
Danny, anything?
Uh,
you-
Well, Ismail, if you finish the task, well, I guess this question goes for everyone. If you finish the current task you're working on, do you have something right behind it? Do you have something to work on next?
Yeah, I actually have a few things I need to finish up.
Okay. And what about you, Mean?
Yeah, I do have some tasks to still work on, that I got yesterday from John. So if I can remember, uh, I don't have my notes with me right now, but yeah, I know I do have some tasks to work on.
Okay, good. Todd, have you or Chantel, have you guys been able to test any of that media upload yet?
I have been. Um, I I've been able to do uploads if I stay on the screens and let them finish. But if I leave the chat and come back, they don't seem to continue the upload, and I have to redo it again. I'm not sure if that's by design or not.
Ismail, weren't you saying something about that?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Todd was saying that he's working on the uploads, and if he stays on the screen, he can see what's uploading. But if he leaves and comes back, it doesn't work. But weren't you saying something about how that's not ready yet?
Yeah, that one. If you leave and come back, that's not ready yet.
Okay,
The only
just
thing
making
you would be you need to be looking at in this, though, is that if you're uploading like a video that takes a while, and then you upload maybe an image, or you send text, or you do any other activities within the chat, everything
Okay.
should stay in place. The cache shouldn't clear. You shouldn't lose any data or anything like that, and which was happening
Gotcha.
in our production.
And is all the messaging? So if I start an upload of a video,
Mhm.
and then as it's uploading, if I continue to type and just add a text message, it's getting queued until it won't send until the video's done uploading.
Correct.
Or will it
And if you
send
have
ahead? Okay.
yeah, and if you have an image after that, like if you have video, text, image, it would go video first, text second, image third. Just
Okay.
keep it in
Gotcha.
order.
Yep. Got it.
I'm curious.
I was testing on 75 for the upload, but I'm now testing on 76 on both my Android and my iPhone.
Okay, cool. Yeah, 76. Todd, what's that user experience like for you?
It's actually really good. I'm actually kind of impressed. I like the way that it lets me know that it's uploading. How it says that in the preview image there. It seems pretty clean, actually. So yeah, so far so good.
Okay, cool. Let's make sure we test it with multiple combinations, like just video, video text image, and make sure it's
Yep. Yep. I'm doing it on 3 different iPhones and 3 different Androids all at the same time in the group chat.
okay. Cool. Do you want to add me to will you add me to those chats or
Yeah.
at least one of them, and
Yeah.
I'll
Yes. Yeah.
try it as well.
Yeah. Which account?
My main one.
Just on telemetry too, just in case.
Cool.
I accidentally deleted a message. I didn't want to. I got 2 messages saying like someone's in the app, say hi. So I was trying to get rid of it because I don't know who the heck they are. And I accidentally get the wrong one.
All right. It'll be in your alerts, won't it?
No, because it's an old message that I accidentally deleted. I
Okay.
don't care about the new messages from the new people because I don't know who they are.
Oh. Maybe Jerry can find it for you.
Maybe.
A message that
I just deleted.
like a push notification.
No, in my lobby, I was trying to clear one out from.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
says like say
Don't-
hi.
Don't worry about it. Was it on Android or iPhone?
That was iPhone.
Well, it was just a lobby message. I can do that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I'm gonna let's see. I'm
In
gonna
case
go
it's an investor or something.
Yeah, it definitely was. Let me double check. I think I know who it was. If I send them a message back, I won't get my history, huh?
yeah, I'm working on that. Give me a second.
Okay. I think it was Michael Vargas.
Okay. Close your app, reopen.
Okay. Yep, got it back. Thank you.
Chantal, are you still working on the live-in product page?
So I got one screenshot in there. I was trying to see if we wanted to do the first screen where it's like 2 screens with one phone, like we have with UFC, or if we wanted to keep basically all the others and just change out the one screenshot. Because if we want to do that, then it's ready. But if we want to do the other kind, like UFC, then I need to do that. I also need to, I guess I can invite myself in. So scratch that.
Okay. I'm looking at it now. I think we should customize this one a bit more, but we can chat about it offline.
Okay.
Make it more clear to the user what they're getting into as they come in from a live-in invite. All right. Let me check with John real quick and just see if there's anything else he wants to address. All right, Wells, I'll be in touch with you soon, and we'll talk offline. Everyone else, have a great day. I'll be around on Slack all day. If you need anything, if anyone gets stuck, please reach out and grab help.
Sounds good. Take
Sounds
care.
good.
Cool.
Thanks, Abdul.
All right, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.